Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minutes With, where we highlight those who are making an impact here in our community. I'm Morgan Allen, joined by my host, 5 Minutes With, Dr. Suny Caminero with Cosmetic Gynecology of Florida. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic today. I'm excited about starting today.
Yes, we have Carlos Bouvier with us,
Good morning.
who is a specialist in documentaries. So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do best.
Well, my name is Carlos Bouvier, and I've been a documentary filmmaker for quite a while now. I started my career on television here in Channel 4. I was a photojournalist where I kind of get all the experience that working for TV on a daily basis, having a deadline at 5 o'clock every day. And I work for PBS and other companies, but mostly as an independent contractor producing short documentaries for clients, different companies and individuals.
Beautiful. So now you're working as an independent contractor and you're helping people tell their story. So talk to me a little bit about your process of how you pull the story out of them and then make it worth watching.
Everything starts with meeting the client and understanding the story that they want to tell, right? It could be any story. And from there we start to work on how we can bring that story to life, meaning who should we talk to, what kind of interview should we do that will help us tell the story, what kind of video we have to film to show what these people are saying, are talking in the interviews. Mm-hmm. Because it's the whole point of using video, motion picture, is to show. Right? You don't want a talking head. You want to show. Mm-hmm. If they're talking about trees, well, let's go and film the trees and, be as creative, as beautiful and attractive as possible. Mm-hmm. So the process is find out the story and then work on the logistics. Who do we talk to? Where what do we film to back up those interviews and make it visually attractive and interesting and achieve what the most important thing a documentary have to achieve, which is teach something. When you're done watching the documentary, you have to have learned something that you didn't know. That's ideally, but that's and when you do it, try to do it efficiently, right? Mm-hmm. Film the right amount at the right time. Mm-hmm. Do the interviews, be prepared with all the background information, with all the research. Yeah. So when you sit down with people, you have an interesting conversation because that the information, those sound bites is what you're going to use in your documentary. So if start the process in research and prepare and find out about the story.
Yeah.
Carlos, how long are typically these documentaries? How long are they 5 minutes? Are they 10 minutes? Are they 30 minutes? How typical?
5 minutes. Everybody loves the 5-minute thing for some reason. Yeah. But it sounds, we are in the 5-minute show. Yeah. And there is a fascination with the 5 minutes. But normally I think that comes from television news where you get the story in a matter of 2-3 minutes. That's where this comes from, and in 5 minutes then you get to be a little bit deeper in terms of the story, but yeah, and also I do a lot of documentaries for non-profit companies that use it for fundraising purposes, right? So they have to fit it maybe at their annual event. They do breakfast or lunch event and they bring all the donors and everybody, involved with the organization. So a 5 minute you can fit it really well. And also, everybody's busy. And so, the shorter you can do it, but, always go back to this Morgan was saying, the story, right? If the story is good, doesn't matter if it's 2-3 minutes or 10 minutes or 1 hour. I have seen through movies that they last 3 hours, and I didn't care because the story was so engaging that I would see it for 3 hours. Yeah. The reality now, if you watch it in YouTube or on those platforms, you want it to be super short, intense, and straight to the point.
I think this is a great thing because there's so many entrepreneurs in town, in Jacksonville and around Jacksonville, who have not only a story, but they have something to tell to to really their listeners or to the community of a new service that they're providing that nobody knows about. So in that case, it would be a great idea to have somebody like you do a documentary or a film to bring awareness to what their information is. There's so much new stuff out there. There's so much. And how do you get that stuff out to the public?
Yeah, well, documentary is a great way to do it. You get to see the people, to listen to them, and as I said, the videos show what they do and things like that. But it's not only about producing the documentary. It's also to distribute it, right? So it's something that you have to consider. It's not about. It's great to have a beautiful documentary, but if it's going to sit in your computer, nobody's going to see it. It's useless, right? Or pretty much useless.
Exactly, yeah.
So every time I discuss with my client, is okay, great. This is how we're going to produce a documentary, but you work with your team, and I work a lot with marketing teams on how we're going to put it out there to the community, right? Because that's when the documentary becomes a game changer for a business. Is if you produce as a really good product, and then you put it out there for everybody to see how you engage them, and then it comes social media and things like that support these kind of productions.
If it's not seen, it's as if it never happened.
Exactly, exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in booking a documentary or booking just a consultation with you, how can they do so?
Email me.
What's your email?
Is C for Carlos, D for Daniel, Bouvier, my last name, at yahoo.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll have that right underneath this interview here,
Okay.
so that people can find you. Check it out below. Yes.
Okay.
I love it. And Carlos, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, ladies. What a great
Yes.
way to start my day, ladies, hanging out with you here.
It's been wonderful. And Dr. Suny, thank you for being my
Thank you.
wonderful
I appreciate
host.
it. Thank
Yes.
you.
Viewers, we thank you for tuning in to another episode. If you want more information on Carlos Bouvier, check it out underneath this interview. We'll see you in the next episode of 5 Minutes With.
Hi, I am Dr. Suny Caminero, and I am a board-certified gynecologist in Florida and founder of Cosmetic Gynecology Florida. I opened this practice because I wanted to give women the care they deserve and be able to provide a comprehensive treatment for women in one location. Here in Cosmetic Gynecology, we really focus on the topics that women are embarrassed to talk about. It's the things that affect women on how they feel in their body, how they function, how they have their relationship, their self-esteem, and the things that are blocking them from being the best self that they can be. Anything that has to do with their vagina, with their labia, with their clitoris, all of those things are really hush-hush, and women are not encouraged to talk about, and also they're embarrassed to talk about it. Urinary incontinence, hormonal imbalance, just not feeling comfortable in your own body. These are the issues that we want to solve. Over the years, I have obtained specialized training to be able to provide care for women in the different aspects that affect their individual parts as well as the whole part. We have curated this entire experience to give you the solutions and the results that you deserve. From the moment you walk in through this door, it is a safe environment. It is a calm setting. What we want is for you to feel comfortable to discuss anything with us. When you're completely comfortable talking about what's going on, we can give you real answers. Everything that we do in this office is thoughtful, it's private, and it's centered around you. There is no pressure, there is no judgment, there is just real solutions. Because your quality of life is not an option. Expect more from your body, and we are here to help you live your best life.